Hey guys, it's Megan from A New Box of Crayons, and I'm here today to tell you about why I switched from my Erin Condren lesson planner to the life planner and digital plans. I had some people asking me on Instagram or through my Ask Megan on my blog why I switched or what I preferred to do. And honestly, I'm in my 4th year of teaching, and I am just kind of figuring out what I like to do. So, I mean, it takes a while for you first-year teachers that are kind of wondering, what should you be doing for plans? It really is up to what you like to do and what works for you. And it's gonna take time. I know that that's not something that we want to hear, but it's gonna take time for you to figure out what you want. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you today what my Erin Condren lesson planner, teacher planner looks like, what I use now and why I switched, and then hopefully that'll be enough information for you to kind of figure out what you want to do and why you want to do it. And I'll give you links to those places so you can go look and decide on your own. So to start off with, here is my Erin Condren teacher planner, and it's large and it's a mess. So bear with me here. This is my teacher planner from Erin Condren. The things that I love about my teacher planner were the coil holds up. This is halfway through the year, and it's been shoved off desks. It's been jammed in my teacher bag with like a million other things, like everything else is. I mean, it's had coffee dumped on it by accident, water, that kind of stuff. It holds up really, really well, and it really doesn't look that bad unless I get the light to reflect on it, I guess. But yeah, this is my teacher planner. The things that I love about it, I love how everything, okay, warning, I should have warned you prior to this. I like to shove paper in my planners, which is part of my problem. It's kind of how I keep them where I need them, where I know I can find them. And this is the end result. So what I liked about this, let me flip through this giant thing. I enjoy the tabs. They're helpful. They are very helpful. Like I said, like I like to shove paper. It's just kind of falling out all over the place. The folder in the back and the page protector, I definitely think I should have gotten more of those page protectors, maybe like 2 or 3, because I have my school calendar, like our year-long calendar in there. And I also kept like class lists, that kind of stuff, but I only did the 1 sheet protector. So if this is something that you're interested in, I definitely would say that maybe doing more than 1 sheet protector would be, it would be well worth it if that's kind of the thing that you want to keep in there. They have these awesome notes pages, which is staff meetings. I loved this thing there. They have your monthly layouts, which I did more sticky notes. I love sticky notes. And they stick well to these pages. And the nice thing is they don't rip the page out. They don't, like, you know how it like rips the very top of the paper off, and it's really annoying because it just looks terrible. It drives me nuts. These don't do that. So if you stick sticky notes in them, it's really smooth. It peels right off. Again, yeah, I mean, you can't rip it off, but it definitely works well. The only thing that didn't work for me, what I found after a while, like going through all of this and working through it, what I found was I don't enjoy handwriting my plans. I just don't. Especially in pencil. Oh man, I started doing it in pencil in case I would make a mistake because it was a brand new purchase and you spent money on it, you know, and yeah, bad mistake. Don't do it in pencil because you have run your hand across it and it smears and it's awful and it's frustrating and irritating. So I first started doing color coding, and that worked out well. And at the beginning of the year, you can tell that I really stuck to it and did lesson plans and things like that. But as the weeks got busier and meetings picked up and everything else, it was just overwhelming to handwrite my plans. Now, when I did love writing my plans, it was because of this. I'll show you. It's a mess. But Erin Condren offers... Hold on. It's falling off the table. Ah! Erin Condren offers the little stickers in the back, and you can customize them and you can make them any way you want, but these ones come with it. She has blank ones. She has ones that say testing or IEPs or library or and whatever else you may need. You can make your own and customize your own stickers, or you can use the one, I mean, there are a ton in here. I wouldn't think that you would need extra ones, but I also didn't use them frequently, I guess. Another nice thing about the planner is it does have a little area for grade books if you want to do like a paper grade book, or like the grades that are in here are when my electronic grade book crashed, so I would write these down until it was back up and I could get those in there. So that's kind of how I use that. The pieces that I love, besides the stickers and the coil and it being so sturdy, are the Keep It Together folder. I have so many papers in here, which is why I ended up kind of shoving stuff in pages in places. Plus I put, like, I would take a paper and I'd be like, oh, okay, this is 2 weeks away. So I'd go 2 weeks into my planner and stick it there so I wouldn't forget. That got annoying because those papers then fell out, or I lost them, or they got wet when I dumped my coffee on them. So the front and back is totally just stuffed full. More sticky notes. Your sheet protector, like I said, it's my calendar and like our calling tree, and then in here I have like my class list and everything. This is sad. I can't believe these are still on here. Oh man, goodness gracious. Okay, so on the back of my planner, more sticky notes. But the nice thing is this surface, again, like it's very... This surface works really, really well with sticky notes or things like that. So if you're like me and you forget something and you need to like slap it on the front of it, it totally worked for that. Your sticky notes will end up looking absolutely terrible at the end of this, but it worked out well. The things I didn't like, it's heavy. It is. I mean, I could knock somebody out with this thing or give them a concussion maybe. Which we don't want to do that. It's heavy, it's bulky. Like I said, I would take this to staff meetings and they'd be like, oh, by the way, grab a laptop on your way down. And you're like, okay. Like, so my laptop would be sitting on top of my planner and it was just a mess. Plus, I really didn't like handwriting my lesson plans all the time. It just wasn't for me. So you're probably thinking, okay, Megan, we get it. You don't like it. What did you do instead? Well, what I decided to do instead, first off, is I love my computer, and I love the internet and all that other stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here looking like this and trying my hair after a school day to work. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. So what I did is I have a friend, a Nebraska blogger even, from A Teacher's Plan. A Nebraska blogger. She does A Teacher's Plan, and she's also Miss K1ELL on Instagram. And I believe her blog as well is the same title. I might be wrong, though. Sorry if I'm wrong. But she is known for making electronic lesson templates. I tried to make my own and completely failed. It was really frustrating. I ended up yelling at my computer because it wasn't working. So she made this for me, which is awesome. I love it. It's so clean and it's so nice. This is my new lesson plans. Oh, the light's glaring on it. It's called the Megan on A Teacher's Plan, and it has the weekdays going down and then your subjects going across. And over here I have like reminders for the week. I have emergency things. I have my high frequency words. I have on the flip side is like my afternoon. So I have things like lunch and recess or intervention time or our specials at the end of the day. And it's in a slicky. Okay, I call it a slicky. This isn't a slicky. This is a page protector, but we call them slickies in first grade. So I keep them in a slicky, which prevents it. So when I spill my coffee, which is going to happen inevitably, so my water and anything else it doesn't mess up my plans, which is nice. Plus, this is a lot easier to carry around the classroom. When you're like, oh, okay, yep, I need those 3 things. I'm going to grab those. This is easier to grab with a bunch of worksheets and materials as opposed to this. This is huge and bulky, and this was the culprit of why I knocked over my coffee 95% of the time. So this is, it just makes me feel so much better. I don't know why. It feels like a whole weight has been lifted off my shoulders, or my hands in this case. That was a really bad one. Sorry, guys. That was a bad joke. But I still love my Erin Condren stuff. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen numerous posts, not only of my dog, but now of my life planner from Erin Condren. I still use my planner not only for school, but for my life, literally. And what I found during my lesson planning was I was using those monthly layouts to not only keep track of school things, but also my life. So then when I didn't have my planner, it was a total mess. I didn't know where I was supposed to be. My fiance would have to keep track of things for me. It was just not a good thing. So I purchased my life planner. Yay! And I love it. I do. It's a lot smaller, which so much easier to carry on. I will carry this around more often than I would have carried my actual teacher planner around. Versus. It's not, I mean, it's dense for a little book, yes. Still the same durability, still the same cuteness. But I love this. And it still has the tabs, it still has the folder, it still has all the stickers. The daily layouts, I love the daily layouts. I mean, I have everything color-coded, so like my wedding has a certain pen color because I use Flair pens. My friends and family have a certain color. My to-do list has a certain color. My bills that I need to pay have a certain color. And I love this. So when I sit down and plan at my computer, I can have this sitting out on the desk, which is not taking up that much room. I can look at what I have set in my school color pen, and then I just go through my plans and type them out, and it takes half the amount of time that it did. I also splurged a little bit, and I'll explain my splurge, I promise. I also splurged on a carry-all case. Now, some of you are going, okay, seriously, like, why the carry-all case? Here's why. If you have a bad habit like me, where you shove papers in your planner, or you need to keep something with your planner, like basketball schedules, or PTA meetings, or something like that, anything like that, you put it in here. And it stays with this. It doesn't go anywhere. It's all stuck together. And notice how clean this looks. Granted, it's brand new. I know. But the temptation for me to shove and keep papers in here doesn't happen anymore because I'm like, oh, hey, it fits in here. And look, I do have papers in here. I do. And it works because I need it there. I also carry my color-coded pens in my carry-all case. So no matter where I'm at, no matter what's happening, I'm able to say, oh, I need to write that down. I take out the correct color pen, and I put it in my planner. It works out. It all works. It's fantastic. This just makes me happy. It's the little things that make me happy, and this is one of those little things that really, really makes me happy. So that's it. That's why I switched. That is what works for me. That is what I enjoy doing. That is what makes my little heart happy, I guess. So, there you have it. I hope that was helpful. Again, that's just what works for me, and it took me now 4 years to figure out what worked for me when it came to planning and keeping things organized and stuff like that. I promise, if you're new and you're going, I have no idea, just try it. Try the basic ugly planner that they hand you for free in your school. Try that first. I started there, and then I said, oh, okay, I'm going to try this really cute one, and love that one, but it's huge. It didn't work for me. So the typing the lesson plans out and my life planner are great. The life planner also has changeable covers, which who wouldn't want that? I'm too indecisive to pick one, so I haven't yet. But it is worth the money. It is totally worth the money that you put towards this. It'll hold up. It'll keep everything together. And if it ends up not working for you, hey, you tried it, you don't have to do it again. You're not stuck in anything. So if you're really contemplating doing an Erin Condren, do it. And here's why. It's fantastic. It's sturdy. It's well made. It's not going to fall apart as soon as you get it. It's fantastic. And they're awesome people to work with. They are. If anything goes wrong with like your shipment or maybe your personalization or maybe you accidentally spelled your name wrong, that happened. Not to me, but to somebody else. They fix it, and it's not a big deal. You don't have people saying, "Oh, I'm going to send you to this person," and then they send you back with like the people that you've already talked to. It doesn't happen. And here's the best part. If you leave me your email, either on my Instagram account or at a new box of crayons blog@gmail.com, I will send you a link from Erin Condren's website that will save you $10 on your very first Erin Condren purchase. Because I'm sure some of you are going through this website going, holy cow, that's groceries for a week or whatever, maybe, depending on what you're looking at. And I get it. I've been there. I was there. I just saved my money because I knew it was something that I wanted to do. I waited for sales and I got my $10 off when someone offered it to me actually on another education blog. So I want you to experience this, and it isn't necessarily an education thing. It's definitely like a mom thing, or you just want to keep your life together. This is it. This is the best way to do it, or that I know how, that I found. So yeah, go to my Instagram, send me your email, post it on this blog post, send it to my blog email. That's totally fine. I will get you your $10 off because it's definitely worth it. I hope if you have any more questions or anything else, go for it. Speaking of questions, if you go to my blog and you want to know more about my classroom or how I do something or why I'm doing something or something like that, there's a little thing off to the side that says Ask Megan. Go click on it and fill out the form. I love reading those. I love finding out what you guys want to know. And by no means am I an expert. I'm just some chick from Nebraska that's teaching first grade, and I really like to get in touch with people and share what I'm doing. By no means is it the correct thing all the time. By no means is it, I don't know, out there. I mean, it's just what I'm doing, and maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it'll spark an idea. That's why I do this. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you know that you can contact me at any time. I hope to see you back on my blog soon. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, because today's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday. Woo! So have a good weekend, and maybe spend your weekend drinking coffee and looking at the Erin Condren website, finding what you want to spend your money on. So have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for stopping by, guys.